Stoltenberg rejects the idea of shooting down Russian missiles from Poland. Germany can't stand aside from supplying combat aircraft to Ukraine. Counterattacks in Kharkiv region. Russian army sends understaffed units into battle. Welcome to 1+1 News. My name is Hedbek Davlatov, and it's a daily update on the military situation in Ukraine. Over the past 24 hours, the Ukrainian Defense Forces neutralized 1,200 Russian invaders at the front. The total number of losses of the Russian army for the entire period of the full-scale war reached 560,290 killed and wounded. The General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine reported this. The ranks of the enemy military equipment have also thinned. In particular, as of the morning of July 15th, 8 tanks, 15 armored combat vehicles, and 62 artillery systems of the invaders were destroyed and damaged. In addition, Ukrainian defenders destroyed 2 air defense systems, 41 operational and tactical drones, 2 cruise missiles, and 85 vehicles and fuel tanks. The enemy also lost 3 units of special equipment. NATO has not changed its position and will not be directly involved in Russia's war against Ukraine. NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg stated this. He said that NATO would support Ukraine mainly through various air defense systems and F-16 fighter jets, and that it would provide more ground-based air defense systems and ammunition for those already in place. He reiterated that Ukraine would be supplied with both Patriot and NASAM systems, while emphasizing that NATO's stance would remain firm. The alliance would not be directly involved in the war. Friedrich Merz, leader of the opposition Christian Democratic Union, has called for increased German support for Ukraine, including the supply of combat aircraft. In an interview with the RTV channel, he said they should help Ukraine regain sovereignty over its airspace, as the situation cannot be controlled from the ground alone. That is why, according to Merz, the supply of combat aircraft to Ukraine is a settled issue for many countries. On July 13th to 14th, the Ukrainian Defense Forces conducted localized counterattacks to the north and northeast of Kharkiv. As a result, they managed to regain some positions in Vovchansk. In particular, to drive the enemy back from Sotnitsa-Kozachok. Analysts at the American Institute for the Study of War have given a corresponding assessment of the situation in the Kharkiv region. Geolocation footage from July 14th showed strikes by the Chechen 204th Regiment of the Akhmat Special Forces against Ukrainian forces in the northwestern Vovchansk. This indicates that Ukrainian troops have regained some positions in the area. It is also noted that the invaders are regrouping troops to continue offensive actions in the direction of Kharkiv. The Kharkiv Operational and Tactical Group of Ukraine reported that the Russian Military Command have redeployed assault groups of the 155th Separate Marine Brigade and the 18th Motorized Rifle Division to conduct offensive operations in the Hlipoke area. The military added that in Vovchansk, Russian troops are preparing air assault groups of the 138th Separate Motorized Rifle Brigade and the 153rd Motorized Rifle Division for further offensive actions. In some areas in the Kharkiv region, the Russians are unable to evacuate the wounded, which is causing the epidemiological situation to worsen. One of Russia's military bloggers said that the northern group of Russian troops responsible for the offensive in the Kharkiv sector has only 30,000 to 70,000 soldiers, which is not enough to penetrate the 40-kilometer deep Ukrainian defense fully. According to a report by the Institute for the Study of War, the Russian Military Command is sending understaffed units into battle that were initially intended to act as an operational reserve for combat operations against Ukraine. The analysts have pointed out that the Russian military may have deployed under-equipped units into battle. This could be due to the limitations of the Russian military-industrial complex, or as a strategic move to intensify the ongoing Russian attacks on Ukraine. It is noted that ISW has previously reported that the Russians are creating a small number of additional forces that need to be sent to the front as reinforcements, which Russia can use to develop operational reserves gradually. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more news and opinions at 1+1 News. Have a peaceful day.